for stopping by on day 28 of my Dream It, Do It series. Today's subject really is rather special. It's all about giving. Now, giving can come in many different forms. It might be donating money to a charity or a cause. It might be giving your time, doing a service for somebody. There are so many ways in which you can give. Believe it or not, the ability to be able to give is actually a fundamental human need. I learnt about this at Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within, and there are in fact 6 human needs. You've got certainty that I've got a roof over my head, that I've got I know where my next meal is coming from, that kind of thing. You've got uncertainty, which is kind of like variety, so to keep things interesting. You've got love and connection, and you've got the need for significance. And then the final 2 are the need to be always growing and the need to contribute or the need to give. And these are the fundamental human needs. And we tend to gravitate to things that meet our human needs. If there's a particular thing in your life that meets one or more human need, chances are you're going to keep coming back to that thing and doing it again and again. So giving, as one of those 6 human needs, is actually a really positive one to focus on and to really think about ways that you can bring it into your life. Looking at things from a slightly different angle, I have always been the biggest believer in karma, or the concept of what goes around comes around. So if you think about it, when you give, when you serve, when you help other people, that is going to come back to you. It's like a constant flow. You give and you receive, you give and you receive. If you stop giving or don't serve others, there's no way for stuff to flow back to you in return. So giving isn't really a selfless act, it's an opportunity to participate in that natural ebb and flow, that round circle and reciprocality between everyone else around us. If we look at things from a point of view of the law of attraction, the more that we give, the more that we attract to us in return. It's like for like. With the law of attraction, as we demonstrate to the universe that we have an abundance to give, that we're coming from a place of abundance and we're happy to share it with everyone because we are abundant, then that just flows back to us. And more often than not, giving feels amazing for us. Think back to Christmas or the last big thing that you celebrated with family and friends. I am going to guess that you were just as excited to give your gifts to the people that you love as you were to receive gifts in return. For me, I get so much enjoyment watching people opening gifts that I've given them that I know is going to bring them so much joy, and that just fills me up. So you can see that flow is already in process just through that simple act of giving something to another person. So giving feels amazing. The act of serving others can feel amazing too. In the moment, it might feel a bit hard work, but the feel-good factor that you get from volunteering your time and giving willingly and openly without expecting anything in return is feeding your soul and giving you that feel-good factor. So we know that giving is fundamentally important, it helps others and it helps us to feel good. So what ways are there in which you can consider giving, and how much should you be giving on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? What does that look like? Well, ultimately it comes down to you and the capacity that you have to give. You may not have money that you can donate to a charity, but chances are there will be something in your life that you can do to help another human being in some way. Even if it's simply getting your phone out, going through your contacts and sending a lovely message to someone you haven't spoken to in a while, telling them how happy you are to have them in your life. The tiniest little acts of kindness like that is still giving. You are making an impression on that person's day, you're making them feel good, you're giving. And I suspect they will give back to you in return. So giving is an area that we can really get creative in. Think outside the box. What nice things can you do for people? How can you serve? How can you help? How can you brighten somebody's day? You might have expertise or skills to offer. You may be able to volunteer your time. You may be able to make monetary donations. You may be able to support a small business. When somebody starts a fledgling new business, even the tiniest expressions of support can make a huge difference, whether that's buying something little from the company or sharing the news about the company on social media, re-forwarding, liking posts, things like that. The number of different ways there are to give back and support other people is only limited by the limitations in your mind. Use your creativity, use your imagination, and think of really fun and special ways that you can reach out and help and support other people. A couple of ideas that I'm implementing this year is I'm going to set myself a budget each month that is there purely to go and buy things that I like. So again, it's that lovely give flow relationship, but buy things that I like from small Etsy stores so that I can help them in their early days begin to grow and get up and running by getting support and custom. And I get something lovely in return because I'm getting to try a new and unique product. So that's one way of giving. Another thing I've heard of that I think is such a fun idea, but I've never had a go at this yet, is sending unexpected little gift boxes or treats to friends who maybe I haven't seen for a while or family members, and just surprising them in the post with something nice. I just think what a lovely idea, what a lovely thing to do, and that would so brighten somebody's day. I don't know about you, but whenever I receive something nice in the post, it always makes my day. Even a nice letter or a little card, and it cheers me up. So there's just a couple of ideas of things that you could do. In the past, I've also had charity donations set up to go out from my account. So I've done things like set up £5 to this charity, £5 to that one, that kind of thing, that rolls out every single month from my account. I just set it up once and it just runs, and then I know at any point in time that I'm supporting a portfolio of charities, and it makes me feel good to know that I'm helping in some small way. So our challenge this next week is to think of something that we can do to give or serve another person. Let's be inventive, let's come up with some ideas of nice ways that we can be a good human being and help other people and make them feel good, and in return make ourselves feel good. How are you going to do this in the next week? And when you do your next weekly plan, I would suggest that you pop this down on there as a little extra to fit in the week. Through giving and serving and sharing together, we can brighten somebody's day and just make the world that little bit better. So have you got any ideas already, or do you need to go and have a think about it? When you've got your idea of what you're going to do, be sure to write it in the comments. I would love to see it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video today. It's been such a feel-good subject to talk about, and I can't wait to see what you write down in the comments as your thing that you're going to do to give or serve. So that's all for today. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a like. Don't forget to be subscribed. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the next Dream It, Do It. Just a few days left. And until then, I believe in you. Go out and serve and keep dreaming big.